strategies for car shoppers to improve their buying process experience. Using his personal experience and additional insight he gained during his research, Mohamoud will share some points any car shopper can put into practice when buying a new or used car. Presenting a 5 to 7 minute speech from the Competent Communicator Manual, Project 7 researcher topic, titled Advice for Car Shoppers. Please help me welcome Mohamoud.
Thank you. So, with the new year, 2017, I drove a bodacious Toyota Highlander with a bodacious deal. But before I basically took the car to my home, there was a long and tedious process that probably took about 2 months, if not more. And in that process, I've learned a lot. There's some points that I would like to share with you that can help any car shopper. Now, I gotta admit that the topic that I choose today is not the area that I like. I don't like shopping to begin with. But I choose this topic, number one, to challenge myself in talking about something that I don't like. But I also know about the topic because we build software for car dealerships. So I have a little bit of insight of what's going on in the dealership, which kind of helped me throughout the process. So there are a couple of things that you need to pay attention as a car shopper. The first thing is research. According to NADA, which is the National National Automotive Dealer Association company, about 62% of car shoppers do not only know about the car they want to buy, which means a large segment of people do not even know the car they're going to buy when they are starting the buying process. It is very important that we start with research, because you do not want to walk into a dealership saying, I want to buy a car, and not being able to be ready. Start with, there is a lot of content available online, including KBB, which you can compare cars. There is Edmunds, which is it can tell you what equipments are available, what features are available, what brand. You can compare brands, you can compare cars, you can compare models and makes. There is TrueCar and there is cars.com. There is essentially everything that you need to know is already online. So start with online and do a lot of research before you walk into a car dealership. The second thing that, and this is particularly important for somebody who wants to buy a new car. It is very good. A lot of people tend to just focus on one dealership. It is better to spread your wings and explore a lot of dealership. And the best way to do that, especially if you are looking for a new car, is actually start with the manufacturer. If you buy in Toyota, go to the Toyota website and submit your information there. What happens is Toyota basically will take your information and send it to a lot of dealers in your surrounding, and automatically you become much more important than if you would have walked to the dealership, because not only the dealership has visibility on your activities, but the manufacturer has, and the dealership and the manufacturer has some kind of contract to make sure that they respond to you faster, they treat you well, so you get a lot more attention than if you would just have walked to the dealership. So start with the manufacturer, and they will take care of a lot of things for you. once you walk into the dealership and you are basically talking to the salesperson, make sure that you communicate that you've done your search in some way or another. That basically, number one, puts them at ease. Number two, it protects you from those salespeople that would drive you into a place that you don't want to go. So just communicate in some way or another that you have done your research and you know at least a little bit of what you're talking about or what you're looking into. There is research. Dealers themselves has done a lot of research of consumer behavior. So there's stats still from the NADA that says 81% of people do not end up buying if the salesperson is too aggressive. So the salespeople have adopted this kind of really good working relationship with whoever is coming because they have seen that numbers. They do not want to pressure you, which is good. But that doesn't mean that they may not lead you to a place that you don't want to go, or they may not lead you to a car that you don't want to buy. So just let them know that you've done your research. It's also okay to expect more. There is one dealership that I worked, and they basically welcomed me, and I sat on a couch waiting for somebody to help me for 25 minutes, and then I had to leave after that. So it's okay if you're not getting what you should be getting, then just walk out and give that chance to another dealership. The second thing is be aware of the add-ons. That is, once you are closing the deal, that's where they make the most money. They will tell you the gap insurance and all the add-ons that comes with it. So just be aware of that. And if you've done your research, probably you will know exactly what those are. So you can research what add-ons comes with that vehicle, and then you'll be much more good for decision making. The other important thing that I want to point out is once you are past the decision making and you are at, this dealing signs, if you're financing, protect your data. Ask how they store your data. There is a lot of, in fact, 47% of American adults has been their data exposed. So just ask them how they store the data so that you don't expose a lot of private data to outside members. So, thank you.
Thank you, Mohammed. I thought you gave some really unique, interesting facts. So please take some time to give feedback for Mohammed.